Hare Kṛṣṇa. Welcome everyone to the japa circle. Bhagavatam says, Apana samsritin gaurang yanama vivisho grinan tata sadyo vimuccheta yabhibheti swayam bhayam. That is that Krishna is absolute and therefore is non-different from his name. And this morning I was listening to Srila Prabhupada explain how even if someone is a very simple person, not educated, if he chants Hare Kṛṣṇa, and he's directly in contact with Krishna, and all knowledge and all good qualities will arise in such a person. And Prabhupada said, if you're walking down the street, then why not chant Hare Kṛṣṇa, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Or if you're driving in your car, why not chant Hare Kṛṣṇa, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. He said it is free. There's no cost. And he said the gain is so great. And he went on to say it's a very simple process, but if you chant Hare Kṛṣṇa, then Krishna is dancing on your tongue. Gaur Premanande Haribol. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Hare Kṛṣṇa. Just yesterday, I had a heart-rending and enlightening talk with my godbrother Rajendrananda Prabhu, who found out that he does not have long in this world. He's got an advanced stage of cancer. And so when we were speaking, he said that now I'm in the stage of begging. I'm begging for some crumbs of mercy. I feel completely helpless. And so he was talking about that feeling of helplessness and just being fully dependent on the mercy of his spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, and begging. And the Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura says that when you're chanting Hare Kṛṣṇa, you should beg for this medicine and beg for the mercy of Krishna. And so there's a goal to our sadhana. There's sādhya, and the practice to reach the sādhya or the goal is sadhana. And so one has to have some clear idea of what one's begging for. It's like Rajendrananda Prabhu said he's begging for some service, some shelter. And so if we have this mood that we know what we want some service, and we're begging for it, then our chanting becomes much more meaningful, and it becomes more potent by adopting this mood. And finally, I was thinking yesterday how Prabhupada mentions that when people are leaving the world, someone else thinks like they're leaving, but that'll never happen to me. Even when Prabhupada was leaving the world, he said, don't think this won't happen to you. And so it's good to keep in mind that we're all in the same situation, precarious situation. In fact, Rajendrananda's son, who's young and healthy, was saying to him yesterday that, well, we don't know, I could leave before you. Anything could happen in this world. So we can keep that in mind and beg, find the goal. What is it that I'm asking Krishna for? And Prabhupada says this prayer is, oh my Lord, oh energy of the Lord, please engage me in your service. So we can try that mood of begging and see how effective it is. Hare Kṛṣṇa. Gaur Premanande Haribol. Hare Kṛṣṇa. We just have a few minutes left before we greet the deities. So we'll take a couple of reflections from the devotees about your japa and any takeaways that you have. Yesterday we read Prabhupada said that liberation means freedom from attraction to anything else except for Krishna. And japa is definitely a time we have an opportunity to see how many things we're attracted to besides Krishna. Any thoughts? Yes.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisances, Jai Srila Prabhupada. I would like to share one reflection you just mentioned about Rajendrananda Prabhu, and he's so elevated and he's been doing so many services, and still he is he's begging for mercy, and it's very, very encouraging and inspiring that his mood is so pure. So thank you so much for sharing, and thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Sharing means caring. I don't know if you heard me. I said sharing means caring. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. I really liked and was inspired by two things you said in the beginning. You said that when we are walking, why don't we just chant? When we are driving, we can just chant. So why to waste any time? That was very inspiring, because so much time just goes here and there. We could just add chanting to that and utilize the life. And second thing you mentioned is the mood of begging Rajendrananda Prabhu in his inspiration. Because there is actually no other option. Because as days goes by, we see physical health failing, our endeavors failing, because no matter how much we try, this just unearthas doesn't go. So taste doesn't come. So it's literally end of the day, the begging is the only option. So that was very helpful. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Such nice reflections. Pavani Bhakti.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Guru Maharaj. I wanted to thank both you and Guru Ma to be here and be available for you, for all of us, for this Kartik month. It was just so different having both of you, Navindra Prabhu also, like to be here. I really felt like there was a lot of purity, potency. All of your purity, potency was just passing on to us. So thank you for being so merciful. I was reflecting on the point when you were talking about the begging point, and I was thinking that our sadhana is the means for the goal, and the goal is also the same, to glorify Krishna, and the means is also the same. I was hearing this in another class, and I was feeling that today, that we are all glorifying Krishna, and in the end we have to glorify Krishna. So the means is the goal. Really happy about that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's altogether possible to be glorifying Krishna and not be thinking about it or feeling it also. That I'm chanting, but I'm thinking of something else. And in which case, it's really difficult to appreciate what I've got in my hands. So the awareness is really important, as you're mentioning. Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Prabhu, I was just thinking that there are many gross desires and there are some subtle desires. And when we are reading the second canto, it was mentioned the puja labha pratishtha. So this is a subtle desire which is almost equivalent to the sex desire it is mentioned. So this is the time when we chant the holy names to pray for those desires to be removed, and we can chant the holy names sincerely so that we could be of some service to Krishna.
That's a nice prayer. Something to beg for. One more. Last one. Prabhu.
I like the point about how you said, begging for shelter and service. So that was, it's a nice mood to be in while chanting. Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah, it's so easy to think I have shelter here in the material world, but Shukadeva Goswami was reminding us the other day that actually Deha Patra Kalatradisha Atmasaini Sasatsapi, these are all fallible soldiers. And we may come to a stark realization that, oh, actually they can't support me. And that's an advantageous position to be in, to realize that my only shelter is Krishna. Kor Premanande Haribo, Vancha Kalpadarvishcha, Kripasinabhe, Vajapatita Nam Bhavanabhyo, Vishnu Bhebhyo Namo.